Taiki loves badminton. He loves it so much that the first thing he does in the morning is to go to their school gym to practice his smashes. He's usually the first one to get there, unless he's beaten by Chinatsu. Chinatsu loves basketball. She loves it so much that she chose to stay in Japan, even in the face of better opportunities abroad. Driven by their goals, the two would always race to be the first in the gym. This shared bond opened the door for the two of them to become closer. Okay, sounds reasonable enough. What's next?
Oh my god, bro.
Despite this absurd premise, Blue Box turned this into one, if not the most grounded, compelling, and beautiful romance manga in recent years. The past seasons have been a good time for romance anime and manga. I mean, we got the likes of Too Many Losing Heroines and The Dangers in My Heart last year, and now we're getting the sequels of Bunny Girl Senpai, My Dress Up Darling, and even an adaptation of Kaguhana. And then there's Rent a Girlfriend. But throughout that time, the one that had piqued my interest the most was Blue Box. Blue Box is a romance story, or is it sports? There aren't many stories out there that incorporate elements from two different genres together. At its core, Blue Box is mainly a romance series, but having sports integrated into its story gives another layer of depth into how our characters act. Taiki has always looked up to Chinatsu, even before this living together ordeal. He always sees her at the gym, putting all her effort into becoming better at basketball. While he was already hardworking and diligent, Chinatsu's discipline became his driving force to work even harder himself. But Chinatsu has her own set of struggles as well. She has been through many losses, setbacks, and heartbreaks, but now that there's someone who saw her through the toughest of times and is now going through the same path as her, she's not alone anymore. Someone's got her back now. While the setup of living together with someone you admire is a crazy one, it served as an avenue for Taiki and Chinatsu to finally get to learn more about each other. After all, if she hadn't come over to Taiki's place, would they still be able to talk like they do now? This idea of love as something akin to admiration and inspiration is only but one of the many perspectives on love that Blue Box tells us through its characters. Here's Kyo, Taiki's best friend and fellow badminton player. Whenever something happens between him and Chinatsu, Kyo's always the first one to notice it. He's very observant to the people around him, and it's also the reason why he's cautious. For someone who's experienced the feeling and pain of unrequited love in the past, Kyo always thinks carefully before he acts, so as to not get himself hurt again. Meanwhile, this is Ayame, the badminton team's manager. She's a free-spirited girl who likes to fuck around and find out. She's impulsive, always acting without much consideration. In fact, she joined the badminton team just so she can see her crush again, which... yeah, totally did not do that in the past. Yeah. Ayame sees dating as fun and unserious endeavor, hence why she entered countless relationships, all of which ended pretty quickly. In the end, she never got to experience what a serious relationship feels. But the one that stood out to me the most is Hina. Ever since she met Taiki in junior high school, they have since become really close friends. Over time, as they start to hang out more often at school and at practice, she realizes something. I want more of this. But Taiki already has a crush on Chinatsu, right? Yeah, and Hina knew. She knew her chances are small. She knew she'd be risking getting hurt. But to her, it didn't matter, as long as she'd be able to express her feelings. Sadly, knowing you'd get hurt still doesn't make it any less painful. No matter how much we hope for the best and prepare for the worst, the harsh reality is that sometimes being the first one or the better one is not enough to win games, especially if the game we're talking about is called love. Blue Box has been my favorite romance series of this year. I've finished the anime, caught up with the manga, and both times I still kept wanting to watch and read more. I've cheered for Taiki and Chinatsu, I cried for Hina, I wished for Ayame and Kyo to finally be happy. This manga took me to a roller coaster ride of emotions, and with season 2 now in the works, I may be in for another long ride. But it's fine, as long as I can see Chinatsu smile once again.
今よりもっと強くなれた